Hi guys, guess what? My new glasses arrived today and I'm able to read much better. My previous prescription was done a long time ago. It was done in September 2019. And I'm supposed to check my eyes annually and get new prescription once a year. But what happened was last year, because of COVID, I was very risk averse and stayed at home. And besides, with all that uncertainty, I decided to tighten my belt, and one of the expenses I decided to put on hold was to not make new glasses. But I went to see a specialist on January 12th, and he said my cataracts on a scale of 1 to 10 is only a 1. So there are three possible causes for my poor visual acuity and lack of contrast resolution. Number one, it could be my previous retinal tear and vitreous detachment, which I had laser treatment. They zapped my eyes with a picosecond laser like 70 times. So each time it got zapped, that part of the retina gets vaporized. And so those retinal cells would not function. So that could be a cause of my poor visual acuity. And if that is the case, well, there's nothing I could do about it because it's done. Another reason could be because I hadn't made my prescription in a long time. The lowest hanging fruit was to get my eyes tested again and see if my vision improves. And it has. Compared to my old glasses, I could read. And I'll read something from this book shortly to show you what do you call it, how well my reading is now. The third reason is something called macular degeneration. That happens with age. Chronologically, I'm 62, although today I tested my metabolic age is 52. And if that's the case, well, some ophthalmologists say you can take lutein or resveratrol and it would help. Some people say it doesn't help at all. And in any case, I ordered on January 9th, a Saturday, some vitamin D3 because of my D3 deficiency. And it was like 16 ringgit and the delivery charge was like 26. So I thought if I was going to pay shipping charge, I might as well order something else as well. So I ordered resveratrol and lutein, which by coincidence, the specialist said the lutein would help with macular degeneration. If it were the case. If it's not the case, it wouldn't hurt anyway. So I ordered on the Saturday and arrived last Thursday. I saw the specialist on Tuesday the 12th. So I went to my optometrist on Wednesday the 13th and she checked my eyes and she could only correct both my eyes to 624, which is not ideal. In fact, it's pretty poor. So it's likely that I have macular degeneration, and to find out whether I have that for sure, I have to go for a test called a macular perimetry. Then I'll find out for sure. But having said that, these new reading glasses are much better than my old ones, and I'm going to read now from the blurb of Mastering Diabetes, and you can see for yourself how much my eyesight has improved. Robbie and Cyrus are innovative leaders in the field of diabetes reversal and management. This book is yet one more incredible example of the countless ways they bring light into the misguided and misunderstood area of diabetes health. Anthony William, New York Times bestselling author of the medical medium book series. Current medical wisdom advises that anyone suffering from diabetes or pre-diabetes should eat a low carbohydrate, high fat diet. But in this revolutionary book, Cyrus Kambata, PhD, and Robbie Barbero, MPH, rely on a century of research to show that this advice is misguided. While it may improve short-term blood glucose control, such a diet also increases the long-term risk for chronic diseases like cancer, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, chronic kidney disease, and fatty liver disease. The revolutionary solution is to eat a low-fat, plant-based whole food diet, the most powerful way to reverse insulin resistance in all types of diabetes, type 1, type 1.5, type 2, pre-diabetes, and gestational diabetes. As the creators of the extraordinary effective Mastering Diabetes method, Kambata and Barbero lay out a step-by-step plan proven to reverse insulin resistance, the root cause of blood glucose variability, while improving overall health and maximizing life expectancy. Armed with more than 800 scientific references and drawing on more than 36 years of personal experience living with type 1 diabetes themselves, the authors show how to eat large quantities of carbohydrate-rich whole foods like bananas, potatoes, and quinoa while decreasing blood glucose. One medication and insulin, or oral medication and insulin requirements. They also provide life-changing advice on intermittent fasting and daily exercise, and offer tips on eating in tricky situations, such as restaurant meals and family dinners. Perhaps best of all, with the Mastering Diabetes method, you will never go hungry. Just ends there. Oh, that's odd. There's no full stop. Oh, there is. Didn't see it. So tiny. Featuring more than 30 delicious, filling, and nutrient-dense recipes, and backed by cutting-edge nutritional science. Mastering Diabetes will help you maximize your insulin sensitivity, attain your ideal body weight, improve your digestive health, gain energy, live an extraordinary life, and feel the best you felt in years. Cyrus Kambata, PhD, right, and Robbie Barbero, MPH, left. The team behind masteringdiabetes.org, an online coaching platform for people living with all forms of diabetes that focuses on low-fat, plant-based, whole food nutrition. Kambata has a degree in mechanical engineering from Stanford University, as well as a PhD in nutritional biochemistry from University of California, Berkeley, and has been living with type 1 diabetes since 2002. Barbero has a master's degree in public health, spent 6 years helping build the fork over knives empire, and has been living with type 1 diabetes since 2000. Okay, oops, didn't notice my phone had slipped. Okay, so that shows you how much I've read. That's the first time I've read the blurb. I haven't read it before. I just had a look at it with my previous glasses, and I just couldn't be bothered to read it because it just like wasn't possible. It looks like the main text of the book is a similar font size. So the foreword: my father arrived home from work every night around 6 o'clock. He set his heavy medical bag next to the door and plunked down in the living room chair. Okay, I think that was Chris Barnard writing the forward. So anyway, I'm very happy. There's an improvement, although my vision is only corrected to 624. At least I could read. So besides Mastering Diabetes, I have the Longevity Diet by Walter Longo, How Not to Die by Michael Greger, Natural Wonder Foods, 100 Amazing Foods for Health, Immune Boosting, Fitness Enhancing, Anti-Aging. I have 100 Useful Herbs of Malaysia and Singapore. I have 100 Things to Know About Food, and the Health Span Solution, a book by Juliana Haver and Ray Cronies. I bought it because David Sinclair wrote the forward, so if he endorses it, it ought to be good. And I've got a bunch of books on this side. I've got Joel Furman's book, Eat to Live, and a Dorling Kindersley book, How Food Works. I've got the Reader's Digest, the Diabetes Handbook. No, a Dorling Kindersley book, the Diabetes Handbook. What else have I got? I've got The Future of Nutrition. The Future of Nutrition by Thomas Colin Campbell. How the Body Works, a Dorling Kindersley book. And how the brain works. So I've been collecting all these books to read, and it was so frustrating because I have them by my bedside. Every time I open it and try to read, I just give up. So now I've got my work cut out for me in terms of reading with my new glasses, with my new reading glasses. I feel so happy. You wouldn't believe how delighted I am. And in the evening, when I got my glasses, I wore my multifocals, and they were really good. My previous pair I lost last month when I was gardening, and it was my only pair of multifocals. And in any case, the prescription was outdated. So, yeah, I'm very pleased now. I think a lot of my anger and angst and frustration would go away because, you know, there's an ambient level of angst when you can't read, and it's just so frustrating. So I'm so relieved. It's beyond words. Okay, for someone who's a writer, to say that I'm beyond words is saying something. Okay, so see you next time. Bye.